Have you ever noticed that foods that aren't exactly good for you seem to taste truly amazing? And if that weren't hard enough, have you also noticed that those not so good for you foods are the very ones you crave and obsess about when you're feeling stressed, upset, overwhelmed, and you just feel like life is downright out of control? If I can be brutally honest, I've never personally craved a delicious, big veggie-filled kale salad sprinkled with goji berries, flaxseed, avocado, fresh lemon juice, all the high nutrient foods when I'm stressed out with life. It just doesn't happen for me or for most people. Instead, stress and overwhelm can land you in a bag of chips, a plate of brownies, slices of pizza, crackers, cheese, and wine. Or maybe all of the above, right? All simple carbohydrates that release a calming hormone, serotonin, in the part of your brain that cannot let go of stressful, automatic negative thoughts. Those ants that drive you to eat less healthy foods and to drink all the drinks because they increase the serotonin, calm your brain, stop those negative thoughts. Now that's the simple science behind it all. It's kind of like Mother Nature's playing a practical joke on you, but there really are a few reasons why this happens, and they're good to know. Number one, many crave-worthy foods are loaded with the trifecta: sugar, salt, and fat. They're just empty calories. Number two, our brains are hardwired to crave tasty, high-energy, high-calorie foods because they help us survive when food is scarce, except for most of us, well, food isn't scarce anymore. So you have to be careful not to overeat those foods. Number three, your brain is not just hardwired in its DNA. In fact, your response to eat and drink less healthy foods has likely become a survival response from past dragons, those influences of your past that are stealing your happiness today. See, those past dragons become deeply ingrained in a mind and body wound, and then they get played out in emotional eating and overeating less healthy foods. Your body truly keeps the score on the negative feelings from the past. And food is one of the easiest survival coping mechanisms that we learn from an early age, just to numb out and buffer that pain. No one wants to feel pain. Sugar, salt, and fat. Those empty calories are a quick and easy survival response to stop feelings of stress, overwhelm, and any other negative emotion that makes you feel just crazy in your brain and totally out of control in life. Number four, manufacturers spend a lot of time and money making these foods as delicious as possible and also to entice us to eat them. It's no surprise that some of these foods are really hard to resist. See, marketing campaigns have created a neural pathway that associates less healthy foods with fun, happiness, and a good life. So if you find yourself craving these foods, well, that's by design. Now, I'm sharing this with you because I believe knowledge is power, and keeping this in mind helps me keep my own food choices in check so that I know what's happening behind the scenes. According to the National Academy of Sciences, people eat too many calories, saturated fats, trans fats, and added sugars, too much sodium, and not enough vitamin D, calcium, potassium, or fiber. Here's the kicker. The top causes of death, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, etc., they're all associated with our food choices. Now, I'm all for moderation, that 80-20 rule, right? 80% healthy foods, 20% extras, or joy foods. But I also know that walking that tightrope can be a real challenge sometimes. And how do you even calculate the 80-20 rule anyway? Remember, less healthy foods, also known as joy eats, can and should play a part in your personal food protocol that you plan each week, and I hope you are. In fact, joy eats are one of the 5 foundational questions that you delineate as you create your personal food protocol and determine when and how to include the less healthy, less nutrient-dense foods, the joy eats. Now, the reason this is an important decision to make ahead of time, those decisions ahead of time, is that joy eats don't necessarily give you any nutritional value, only short-term pleasure. That said, your joy eating, less healthy foods, should be limited to 1 small treat each day or once each week, and it's decided upon 24 hours in advance. The rule with joy eating is that you must enjoy each and every bite. Now remember, all foods are available to you, So please also ditch the idea of good food and bad food. The key is to stand in your power and know when you're eating from a place of true hunger to support your body's needs with nutrient-dense foods, or when you're eating those less healthy joy eats. Because let's be honest, they both are a part of a healthy eating plan.